Hey everybody, Renegade67 and or Hate 8 here with some more Let's Play stream Fate Stay Night Blind. So, last time on the Fate, Rin is a female. Believe it or not. I don't believe it, to be honest. I'm still having my doubts. I'm gonna have to see the boobs or I don't believe. What? I'm a bit perplexed. The instant I feel Tosaka's soft hand, I realize, 彼女です. She's a girl. In comparison, my hand covered in scratches from messing around with stuff is ill-suited. 彼女. Yeah, 彼女 is female, by the way. Yes, the YouTube intro. Yeah, that's... I gotta intro the video for the YouTube, but also for the Twitch highlight. I generally start the Twitch highlight the same place I start the YouTube video, so if you don't watch it on Twitch, and if you don't watch the original broadcast, not the highlight, the original broadcast that goes away after a couple weeks, you're missing some juicy pre-stream BS. Water. Wrong tube. No, I'm good. Okay. Ill-suited stuff. Don't mess with ill-suited stuff. My heart is beating. Dash. The instant I think so, I pull back, embarrassed. No, cooties! I can't shake a girl's hand. What? You don't want to cooperate with me after all? No, I just, I think this should be more of a personal space cooperation that involves no touching of the hands. Oh, only the penises. And I'm the only one with a penis, so there's no touching. No, it's not that. It's a real help to be able to ally with you. It's not that. So don't worry about it. Whew. I think I fooled her. Whew. I don't think she's onto me. She's onto me. After making a puzzled face. Oh. I bet that makes you happy, huh? Did you just now notice that I have the hots for you? Because, I mean, I think like you, at least subconsciously, have had the hots for me the whole time. But I doubt that I doubt you think, and I think that I've noticed that you have the hots for me as well. So you're probably gonna try to take advantage of this to make fun of me, even though you like me as well. You lying pants. She makes a malicious expression. I wouldn't call that malicious, but sure. What? I'll take back the agreement if you say something stupid. I will. I really will. Baka, don't say anything. I'll fight you. Was that the first time you've held a girl's hand? Oh, well, there's that too. No, I'm sure I've held Sakura's hand at some point. I just don't think of her as a girl anymore. I mean, she's practically my sister. What? You seem to have lots of friends, but you're actually shy, Shiro. Oh, wait. You spell it with a U. You spell Shiro's name with a U? Oh my god. Hold on. Hold the phone. Mozilla Firefox. Did I do something stupid? I don't do this very often. Shiro. Wait a second. Shiro's... You don't spell it with a U. I thought you didn't spell it with a U. Wait. No! I spelled the title wrong. Hold on, I gotta edit part 21 of the video. Doing it live! Shiro is spelled with another U. Shiro. Now it's Schrodinger Shiro. Save changes. Okay, I've edited part 21. It's all good. Don't worry. The Fate universe is safe. It is now Schrodinger Shiro with a U. What? I haven't played the visual novel, but I've watched the anime, so it's interesting to see all the details compared to the show. Oh yeah, the show. I have heard, I know the new show. I don't know about the old show. The new show is the same studio that made the Fate Zero anime, so I'm guessing it's pretty good and stuff, but it's easier to let's play a visual novel than it is to let's play an anime. I mean, I could let's play the anime, but first of all, there's all the copyright stuff, so I'd have to upload it to the Google Drive again. Second of all, you got to cut stuff out. You don't have to if you're uploading it to the Google Drive, but technically it's illegal. So I would have to cut stuff out to sort of skirt the gray line and make it legal. And third of all, it wouldn't really be a thing you could do on Twitch, and I'm twitching right now. So anyways, and there's other reasons. I've heard it's just better to do the visual novel. That's what I've heard. But you see, well, I mean, of course it's always, oh, you should read the book. It's better than watching the show. And I don't always agree with that. But anyways, VNs are always go into way more detail. The Danganronpa anime versus VN. Oh, I'm sorry, Wiseful. Do you not know my opinion on that? That I think the anime is better than the VN? I think the anime of Danganronpa, I prefer it because it leaves out more details. I think the Danganronpa game gives too much away, and the anime withholds just enough to make some of the mysteries more interesting. In my opinion, I know it's an unpopular opinion. Anyways, you seem to have lots of friends, but you're actually shy, Shiro. No, it's not that, but Baka. I'm just embarrassed because it was Tosaka, but I can never say such a thing, and certainly I have never touched a girl so strongly before. So strongly? Well, Fujine is an exception. Oh, you've touched her strongly, all right. Hoo-hoo. More like she's touched you, like when she whacks you with the pipe and stuff. She's more like someone from a different planet than from a different sex. That's so rude. If she heard you say that, she'd whack you even more. Although, to be fair, I mean, you should be the one wanting to whack instead of, you know, sex jokes. Hey, hold on. Wasn't there something weird in what she just said? Which part? Was that the first time you've held a girl's hand? You seem to have lots of friends, but you're actually shy, Shiro. You seem to have lots of friends. That means she's paying attention to him from afar, because she also secretly liked him all along. Which I sort of kind of think I knew. Sort of kind of thought I knew. Because, like, she brought him back, and she made the excuse of, oh, Sakura will be so sad, but the more I see this game, the more it seems like Rin, secretly, subconsciously, doesn't even want to admit it to herself, really likes Shiro. So when she was like, oh, I'm doing it for Sakura, that was probably some part a lie, and in reality she was likely to an extent doing it for herself. You really do show your feelings on your face, like I've heard. Well, I won't ask you about it for now. It'll be a problem if I poke fun at you and you get sulky. Here's a deposit. I'll give you this, so think of it as proof of our alliance. I'm sorry, who? What now? What is this? One of the jewels, maybe? Tosaka puts a book on the table. I'm sorry, reading! Sorry, I don't read, ma'am. Is it manga? Are there pictures? I don't read unless there are pictures. I only read visual novels. Looks just like a diary. Dear diary, today I brought a boy that I like back from the dead. But then he died again. Gosh dang idiot. Baka. There's no title and it's wine red. Ooh. You sure it's red wine and not red rum? Red rum backwards is murder. The color seems to suit Tosaka. Indeed. It's my father's, but I'll give it to you since I don't need it anymore. He's dead, you know. Just like yours. Hey, we can bond over dead fathers. Oh yeah? Well, joke's on you, Tosaka. I have two dead fathers. Match that. It's not something a full master needs, but I thought you might need it. What, is this magic for dummies or something? Tosaka's eyes tell me to take a look. And her blush tells me, well, you know. Then, sumimasen, princess. Excuse me, princess. I open it to a random page. Then, this is probably about to be serious, but I want to make a joke. I was watching Mikage before this, before I streamed today. I don't always do that. She's a Japanese streamer that I follow, but that speaks a decent amount of English. I do that sometimes to help me keep up my Japanese practice. And so I have Japanese on the mind right now. Oh, Zakari 8! Joke's on you, Tosaka. You died 10 years ago. Mine died 3 years ago. That's right, 3 years ago, Zakari 8. High five. High 8. Then... Oh, shit. What is this? There's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head. Oh, it's like, oh, it's even weirder than it's not even. It's not just. Oh, it's like a pop-up picture book, but it pops the image straight into your head. Let me guess, it doesn't work on Muggles. That's my guess. It doesn't work on Muggles. It's like an anti-Muggle book. Stupid anti-Muggles. Freaking, you can't just let the Muggles read too. Let's see here. Oh, and this is gonna have the different classes. Steins. Okay, I'm reading the top left. It looks like it says Steins. Almost like I could argue that says Steins Gate, sort of. Something spirit. Okay, that definitely says spirit. I'm reading it like it's in Japanese, but this is not Japanese. This is like, I don't know, German? Oh, isn't, yeah, a lot of magic is German. Maybe it is German. I was going to make a joke and say it was like, Latin, the dead language, but I could see merit to it being German. I'm not sure. How do Germans spell? Does it look anything like this? I'm not sure. There's nothing written in the book, but a strange image pops into my head. I can speak some German. Eins, zwei, drei. That's about it. Tosaka, what is this? It's the status of each of the servants. You already know the Holy Grail War has its set of rules, right? It's the same for the servants. I'm sorry, what? It's the status of each... Okay, so just, wait, status. Hold on. When you say status, do you mean like it explains a rough description of each servant, or do you mean it displays the ongoing status? Like, if, let's say, Berserker dies and we don't know about it, it'll update in this book. Because that's next level. New menu option. I'm sorry, what? Save, load, auto-read, go to next, return top, status, weapon. Wait. We're German, also stat system. Hello, Inuanyu. Oh, I didn't even see the new menu option. Oh, hold on. Before I go into that, I'm going to let them explain it to me. That's interesting. First of all, only 7 heroic spirits are summoned. Those 7 can be summoned only after they become one of the predetermined classes. Those 7 can be summoned only after they become one of the predetermined classes that the Holy Grail has prepared in advance. Instead of bringing the actual heroic spirit, it made a class similar to the spirit and called it into that. Yeah, I think I roughly understand that. Spiritual spells, which call forth spirits, put the spirit in the caster's body, right? It's like that. Right, so it's not the real Saber. I mean, it is, but it's like she's shoehorned into being a sword fighter. Even if she's not fully a sword fighter, something like that. To call forth a spirit from a different time frame, it's easier to prepare a case for them in advance. I think I understand that. Class. Oh, that's why Saber is Saber. Her actual name, I don't think, is Saber. I don't think we've asked her actual name. Unlike Archer, I doubt she has amnesia. That's right, I told you. Heroic spirits need to hide their identity, right? That's why they'll never say their real names. Naturally, their summoned class becomes their name. Well, to everyone but their master. Their master should know their real name, but I guess Shiro might be too stupid to not call her real name if he learns her real name. So the 7 classes prepared are Saber, Lancer, Archer, Raida, Saber, Ransa, Archer, Raida, Costa, Assassin. How would they say that in Jap? Nope. Assassin? Probably Assassin. I'm not... Assassin? Assassin or Assassin? Not sure. I'll have to hear them say it at some point. Bazaka. There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes every Holy Grail War, but we have a basic lineup this time. Wait, what? There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes. I'm sorry, what do you mean change in the lineup? The standard opinion is that Saber is the best servant. Well, just because a Saber has made it to the finals 4 times, that's a very small Saber size. That's a very small Saber size. It's a very small sample size. I think it's bias. Just because she's made it to the finals 4 times. Maybe if she'd made it to the finals 400 times, that would be something. 4 times, though, that's not much. There is a change in 1 or 2 of the classes. Oh, so could we actually have like a fisticuff servant? Could we get Goku in here? I want Goku to be my servant. Shiro's saber is a very small saber size. Yep. Very small saber size. Kiritsuka had a bigger saber size. Each class has their own special characteristics, but the abilities of the servants differ according to the rank of the heroic spirit summoned. Rank of the heroic spirits? You mean how strong they were when they were alive? That also, but what strengthens their ability is their popularity. It's a big fucking popularity contest. No wonder Saber's the best. Everybody loves swords. Even though being swordlocks sucks in Fire Emblem, people still love the sword users, and they're all like, oh my gosh, Ike is the best character. He's only the best character at the very end of the game, though. What they did and what weapons they had do not change, but their basic abilities change depending on how famous they are. Right, so what they did and their basic abilities... Okay, wait. Their weapons are the same, but what they do and their abilities are depending on their fame, not what they actually did. I understand. So, are we saying Saber is the best because people think she's the best? Is it like a... Is it one of those... What's it called? It's the chicken and the hens... No, chicken and the egg. It's like, what came first? So, is she popular because she's the best? Or is she the best because she's popular? Because popular makes you better. And sabers are popular. Swords are popular. Is because swords are popular they're the best? Or because they've statistically been the best, are the sabers popular, thus making them continue to be the best? Power level being 9,000 would make him strong. But eventually it becomes... over 9,000. Heroic spirits are like gods. They grow stronger the more people worship them. I guess you can say it solidifies their presence. It's the same as divine spirits falling to the rank of spirits when they lose their faith. Heroes that are forgotten by the people do not have much power, so they wouldn't be heroic spirits. They'd just be spirits. Right. Yet they have to be popular to actually have a chance at the Holy Grail War. Basic abilities are like gods. Right, okay. But then, even if they're forgotten or unknown, if he was originally a powerful hero, I think he can keep his powers to some extent. Right. I think I sort of get it. So like, these people when they were alive, you know, they're like sword fighty fighters, and then they die, and if the more popular they are, popularity gives them strength in the afterlife when they're not really real anymore. They're just ghosts. And they become super powerful ghosts, and the most powerful ghosts get summoned by the Grail War and get shoehorned into the classes. They try to get some that roughly fit the classes, but if they don't fit, they'll force them in there. Indeed. If he's originally a powerful hero, I think he can keep his powers to some extent. I would hope so. If he's super powerful and then isn't popular and loses all his powers, that would suck sores. That'd be like a total rip-off. If it's a hero everyone knows, and if their story was extraordinary, they would undoubtedly be a rank A servant. Rank A? Wait, they have ranks? Wait, okay. If it's a hero everyone knows, and if their story was if they're popular and they were awesome. If they're popular, but they actually sucked in reality, then they could be pretty good. If they aren't popular, but they were amazing in reality, they could be pretty good. But which is more important? Being popular or being great in reality? Obviously, both at once is the bestest. But is there an S rank? Is there an S rank? Hold on. Status. I gotta check now. View the abilities of servants. I don't think you can see this. These little text overviews I get. View the details of weapons. Tier list time. Don't you dare put my Don't you dare put my waifu in F tier. My waifu is God tier, G tier, even above S tier. S plus tier. Okay, I'm gonna check. I was waiting for them to explain it, but fuck it, I'm gonna check. View the abilities of servants. Ah! What is all this? Saber, class, Saber, master, Emiyashiro, sex? Yes, please. Sex, female, height, weight. You can't tell them their weight. That's scandalous, not a female's weight. 154 centimeters, 42 kilograms. I'm bad at measurement systems. I'm not actually sure how heavy that is. Alignment. Alignment? Alignment? What? Alignment? What is this? Lawful good. Alright, let's play some more Dungeons and Fate. I mean, Fate and Dragons. I mean... lawful good. Really? You were gonna kill a kid? But, okay, I guess that's not breaking the laws of the Grail War, so that's what makes you lawful good. You're still following the laws of the Grail War. You'll be good, but if it's not against the law, you don't mind doing the most atrocious things? Is that what you're saying by lawful good? You're gonna frickin'... I guess you would have tried to probably kill Rin in one shot and not let her suffer. Fate was originally just a setting for the creator and his friends to play some tabletop. I'd believe it. Hope you like in-depth RPG systems in a non-RPG. Well, I do like RPGs. Hold on. Strength. Strength is 4 out of 5, so it's a B. I understand. So A is the best, then B, then C, then D, then F, or E, I guess. Endurance is C. Agility is C. Magical energy is B. Luck is B. Luck? How do you measure luck? What? How does that... How do you measure... That's BS. Luck. I guess luck is sort of a thing that you could put into account in an actual tabletop role-playing game, but in an actual fight where we're actually fighting, how does luck do anything? Oh, because I'm lucky, I coincidentally just barely survived this blow that should have killed me, but because I have a high luck stat, I randomly lived because the universe deemed it so? That's fucked up, but maybe that's how it works. Noble Phantasm C. Oh, you got a shitty final smash? No A's. She's an all-rounder. She has no A's. Huh, Saber's the best, my butt. No A's? You kidding me? She's okay. She's the master of none. BCC, BBC. Okay, class abilities. Magic resistance, A. Cancels any magic A rank or below. So what we need is S rank magic, clearly. In practice, no magi today are able to hurt Saber. Riding B. Wait, she's a rider? Cheater! You're not the correct class. It makes sense, though. I understand why she'd be able to ride based on my knowledge. I think of something I remember from Fate Zero, I think. She can ride most vehicles. Oh, never mind. I think that's just something that... Well, okay. She could ride horses, I think. And so in modern day, it sort of augments that and lets her ride vehicles without issue, I guess. She can ride most vehicles with above average skill, but she cannot ride those of Demonic Beast and Holy Beast rank. Oh, of course, Demonic Beast and Holy Beast. Those are for the rider class. What? Sounds like a load of baloney. Wait, does she get these? Are these... No, wait, but magic resistance is supposed to be... magic resistance is supposed to be a thing that sabers, archers, and lancers get, right? And so, are these skills that all sabers would get? Like, all sabers would get riding? And would it always be AB, or only this specific saber gets AB? As always, don't answer that. I'm just asking myself, asking the void, and wondering if the game will answer. Interesting. Abilities, details, skills, noble phantasm. Holy balls, what's all this? Details. Oh, we got a nice little shot of her. Okay. Alright. Skills. Skill. Instinct. A. Oh shit, we've got skills. The ability to always feel the best course for oneself during battle. Is that her luck coming into play? This heightened sixth sense is now close to precognition. Okay. It reduces by half any obstacles to vision and hearing. Reduces by half any obstacles to vision and hearing? This sounds so much like a tabletop RPG. Any obstacles to vision and hearing. Okay, so we should fight in like fog or something. Fog. We should fight in things with annoying sound effects, because that doesn't hinder her as much. We should take advantage of that. And then next skill, Magical Energy Burst A. She can see the future. This transfers magical energy into one's weapon and body. Giggity. And by releasing the magical energy instantaneously, it increases one's ability. Simply said, it is like magical energy jet propulsion. This transfers into one's weapon and body. By releasing it, increases one's ability. Saber uses this magical energy for her sword techniques, guarding, and movement. Okay, I think I get it. Because of her great magical energy capacity, she can fight Berserker even though she is a girl of small size. Oh, you're listing Berserker in this? Okay, so, oh god, this sounds more like it is this saber specific, I think. I think it's this saber specific. Hi, Block So Plenty, what's up? Let's see here. A normal weapon without strong divine protection will not be able to endure her magical energy fueled attacks and will be destroyed with one blow. You gotta use magic weapons. If you try to hit her with non-magic weapons, she's immune to non-magic weapons. Also, if you try to, like, parry, I know parry is a thing you can do in Dungeons & Dragons. I think it's a fighter skill, or something like that. You can't parry unless you got a magical weapon. She resists non-magical parries. In the new Dark Souls game, Saber parries you. What? Noble Phantasm. Oh, geez. Wise Up? Wait, what? Okay, what is all this stuff? Wise Up? What was that? No, come back. Where'd it go? What? Okay. Invisible Air. Boundary Field of the Wind King. Oh, of course. What? Oh, is this explaining what her Noble Phantasm is to me? Spoilers! Alright, fine. I guess we're learning it here. An invisible sword. It does not allow the enemy to determine its range. It is simple, but tremendously effective in hand-to-hand combat. I think you mean sword-to-sword combat. She's not using her hands. Wise Up is just the you got new shit to read. Oh. Oh, I get it. You're wise fool of death, and I'm wising up. That's funny, and probably unintentional. But if it is intentional, then that's next level. Wise Up is the fancy way of saying updated. You kids and your newfangled ways of saying things. I guess this is actually an older game, but whatever. Invisible Sword does not allow enemies. Yeah, simple, tremendously effective. It's a noble phantasm protected by strong magic, but it does not mean that the sword itself is invisible. It's protected by magic. The magic makes it invisible. The sword itself is not invisible. She just uses magic to... Her magic makes it invisible. Okay. I understand, I think. The blade is... Which means if somebody has the ability to see invisible things, they won't be able to see her sword because it's not actually invisible. I think. The blade is clad in wind, so it's wind magic. No wonder Rin's wind attack did so little to her. You should try fire magic. Like, not only does she resist most magic because she's a saber, but she's also wind type. So, of course, wind is going to resist wind. Duh, Rin. I guess you didn't know that she was wind, though. The blade is clad in wind that makes the refraction of light and makes the shape of the sword invisible. Fancy. Rank C. Type anti-personal noble phantasm. Range 1 to 2. I want to get my artillery going. I want to get my long-range bow users to get longbows, 2 to 3. But this will be a good longbow. I bet Archer has a good longbow. Maximum target, 1 object. 1 object? What about persons? Pokemon's gotta grail them all? I don't know. The joke died. It is not a vacuum, but the wind whirling around the blade is like a weapon, and it seems to increase the damage of the slash. Okay, yes, damage increase. Only when the compressed wind is released is a vacuum state created. Science! Science rules! When the target has resistance to visual impediments, the accuracy correction of invisible air is ineffective. Terms! Accuracy correction. Invisible air. So, okay. So the opponent being able to see invisible things doesn't necessarily mean they'll see the sword, but if they have super good vision, so resistance to visual impediments, I would think Archer would have that. Archer probably, if anyone has something like that, it'd be Archer. They'd have really good eyesight. I'm not sure if this is just eyesight, but if it is, Archer will have that. The accuracy correction of invisible air is ineffective. Okay. Other than the advantage of making the blade invisible, it is possible to release the compressed wind, making it single-use projectile weapon. Cool, so you got a wind edge. Saber uses a wind edge. Haha, Tellius. The damage of such an attack is constant, and Saber's strength or magical energy does not affect it. Oh, so her strength, that's a nice last-ditch effort then. Because if she's low on power, the wind itself is strong enough, it doesn't matter what her power is. It's always nice to have something like that. Okay, so... okay. Invisible air is another name of the noble phantasm. Okay. I mean, I get it. But this isn't her final smash. This is just explaining the general specifics of her weapon. So I was wondering about that. Doesn't seem to explain her final smash. Lawful, good. Okay, okay, so what if we go to, like, Archer? Or, I guess, Lancer. Why are they in this order, I wonder? Let's do Lancer. Okay, it actually shows us some Lancer. Okay, is this based on what Shiro has seen? Because I don't think Shiro has seen Archer. No, does it show all of them? Hold on. Okay, it doesn't say. Wait, true name? Hold on. True name? Nothing. I feel like I'm spoiling myself. Lancer, true name. Wait, this is IC knowledge. IC? What does IC stand for? Help me, I'm a computer noob. I don't know all the terms. CHULAINN. What? In character. So it's Shiro's knowledge. That makes sense because we don't know the master. How do we know the name CHULAINN? Is that because we recognize the gay Bolg? Maybe Shiro recognized the gay Bolg enough to know CHULAINN, but, you know, I don't know what that is. So hold on, if I jump down to Rider, nothing. Caster, nothing. Assassin, nothing. Because Shiro's good at Irish mythology. I guess so. Berserker. Oh yeah, we got some Berserker. Alright, so we've got 4 of 7, we have some details. So, interesting. We still don't have Saber's true name. That's kind of funny. Don't you tell me how to pronounce names. CHULAINN. Okay, I could sort of see that. I don't... That's supposed to be... What is this? An Irish name? CHULAINN? I could see that. But if I say Choo-Choo Lane, then that makes... If I don't like him, I can make fun of him by saying, Choo-Choo! Is the Choo-Choo Lane here yet? Is the Choo-Choo ready to go on the Choo-Choo Lane? So, true name, Choo-Choo Lane. Sex? Yes, please. I mean, male. Height, 185 centimeters. Weight, 70 kilograms. Alignment, lawful neutral. How do you know this? How does Shiro know this? Ku is like a train in how he will run you over. I get it. That's funny. Lawful neutral. Why would you assume that? So let me guess. Berserker is going to be evil. Chaotic insane. Oh, okay. I'm used to insane. That works. Lawful neutral. All right. Is he lawful? He seems more chaotic. Why do you think he's lawful? The read I was getting on him is that he doesn't like following the rules and all that, and he wants to just make things interesting. If anything, he's chaotic insane. Okay, I guess if you're using that definition of chaotic, but then that's just chaotic, right? That's double chaotic. He did follow his master's goal. That's true. It's true. He didn't ignore his master and do what he wanted. Berserkers do tend to ignore their masters, so the fact that Ilya's getting him to, you know, not ignore her is very interesting. But okay, yeah, so he is lawful. That makes sense. He doesn't like to follow his master, but he will despite not liking it. That's true. That's a lawful thing to do. A chaotic person would ignore their master if they didn't like their orders. That's fair. That's a fair point. Lawful neutral. So he's not a good person. I can see that. Yeah. Let's see here. Strength, B. Endurance, C. Wait, doesn't Saber supposed to have really good endurance? Where does the explanation that she's got good regeneration? Is that magical energy? Maybe it's just her magical energy and she puts it all into regeneration? I would think endurance. Maybe she only has C endurance, but if you don't take her down quickly, she regenerates quickly. I think that should be mentioned somewhere in one of her skills. But, I have not played the War of Gears, so I would not know, but I will take your word that Coltrane is a reference to it. Magical resistance C. Oh, he's got the shitty magic resistance, so you should actually use some magic damage on it. How do you know this? This is from her book. Rin's book probably says some of these general details. But, like, some of this has to be just Shiro knows this stuff. I think we're skipping ahead. I think, like, Rin is probably going to give us an explanation about this, and then we were supposed to look at this. And so, this is showing us stuff that Shiro shouldn't know quite yet, I think, is what's going on. But, I assume her base stats are the stats without magical energy, and the magical burst enhances her stats to good. That's too confusing for me. I don't speak Fate. I don't speak Fate. I only speak D&D. Magic resistance nullifies all magic that requires less than 2 verses. Oh, so if it's too... Okay, so only complicated spells. So like Water Dragon Jutsu, that requires so many verses. It's like Horse, Mountain, Fire, Dragon. I don't know the Naruto hand signs, but they do like hundreds. Water Dragon Jutsu! That won't be nullified. Anyways, nullifies all magic that requires less than 2 verses. Cannot block large-scale magic such as great magic and ritual magic. So ritual casting gets past it. Interesting. I'm going to do all of the references to D&D. Details. Oh, wait, what is this? So Saber, we get nothing. But for Lancer, we get a whole bunch. Because he's revealed his mythology. I guess off-screen, Shiro just did a bunch of research into this. CHULAINN, the great hero of Ireland. A half-god, half-human hero born of the light god Lu and Dekitech. Words, names. A half-god, half-human hero born of the light god Lu and Dektire. The sister of... That's a girl's name? Wait, no, sister? Which one's the sister? Is Lu or Dektire the sister? Lu's the guy and Dektire is the girl? Or are they both girls? No, there has to be a man and a woman. Lu and Dektire. Are we saying Ku is a woman? I'm confused now. The sister of King Connor of Ulster. Okay, these are Irish words. I should know this. I'm half Irish. But I don't know much about my ancestry. Dektire. Deshtire. Pronunciations. King Connor of Ulster, who appears in the Legends of Ulster. His childhood name was Setanta. I'm trying to speak Japanese now, even though this is Irish. If it's not English, it's Japanese. That's what I've been learning recently, right? His childish name was Setanta, and it was prophesied from a young age that this child will live as a hero. Aw, look, it happened. He's a hero. You need a hero. When Japanese high schooler knows more about Irish mythology than you. Yup, even though I'm half Irish, I know less about this Irish mythology than this Japanese Shiro seems to. His childhood name was Setanta, and it was prophesied from a young age that this child will live as a hero. Okay. Oh, there's 9 pages! Oh my gosh, so much information, even though we still have nothing about Saber! Ah! Okay, page 2. CHULAINN means Hound of Chulainn. Okay, now what does Chulainn mean? The name comes from oath Setanta made when he was a child. Unoath, not oath. Unoath, that's a difference. Okay. The name comes from an oath, Setanta. So his name is Setanta. No, that was his nickname. But that wasn't his true name. Hold on. His childhood name was Setanta. So his name was Setanta. But he changed his name when he grew up and became an awesome hero. So this is his hero name. I understand. CHULAINN means Hound of Chulainn. The name comes from an oath Setanta made when he was a child, when he mistakenly killed a guard dog. Oh no, dog! Inu-sama! Inu-kun, not my Inu! An oath Setanta made when he was a child, when he mistakenly killed a guard dog of a wealthy merchant named CHULAINN. He promised, if this dog has a child, I will raise it as strong and as faithful as this guard dog. Until that time, I shall guard you myself. Daw, that's cute. Wait, so he accidentally, I think I understand. He mistakenly killed a guard dog of a wealthy merchant named... Okay, so the wealthy merchant, I think I understand. So did the merchant end up, like, taking you under his wing, because did you have to pay off your servants to killing his dog, or mistakenly killed a guard dog of a wealthy merchant named CHULAINN. He promised, if this dog has a child, I'll raise it as strong and as faithful as this guard dog. So you're gonna raise the dog to be as strong as you, because you're the hound, because you're the dog. I shall guard you myself. Wait, who's guarding who? His nickname of CHULAINN praises not only Santana's strength... Oh, I misunderstood. I thought he was saying that. When he mistakenly killed a guard dog. And it was the merchant that said this. If this dog has a child, I will raise it as strong and faithful as this guard dog. Until that time, I shall guard you myself. No, wait, no. Oh, I understand. Okay, I think I was misunderstanding completely. I thought the wealthy merchant was like one of those douchebag wealthy merchants. I think that the wealthy merchant who had this guard dog was really feeble. I think that's what's going on here. Now it's starting to all make sense. Okay, I was misunderstanding. The name comes from when he mistakenly killed a guard dog of a wealthy, feeble merchant. He promised, if this dog is a child, I'll raise it as strong and faithful as this guard dog. Until that time, I'll guard you myself, OG-san. I'll be your guardian. His nickname of CHULAINN praises not only Satana's strength for killing the famous savage dog of CHULAINN unarmed. Okay. Wait, his nickname of CHULAINN. So, praises not only Satana's strength, his nickname, now all the kinds of pronouns. So who gave him the nickname? Did he give himself the nickname, or did the wealthy merchant give him the nickname? You're not allowed to really give yourself a nickname. That's cheating. Not only Satana's servant for killing the famous savage dog of CHULAINN unarmed, but also the character of Satanta that thought of the owner of the lost dog even as a child. This is confusing. Confusing pronouns. The best heroes don't really pick their own nicks. Yeah. But what if I want to be a hero when I grow up and I picked the name Renegade? Well, actually, I didn't. I did not pick it. I did pick the name, but at the time I thought I spelt the word correctly. I spelt it incorrectly. Therefore, I didn't pick it, sort of. If that makes sense. I made this name when I was very young and very bad at spelling. I am now slightly better at spelling. At the very least, I know how to spell Renegade correctly. But I'm not Renegade, I'm Renegade. Big difference. Okay, even as a child. CHULAINN, God, there's 9 pages of this shit. CHULAINN grew up to be a strong man and went into an evil land called the Country of Shadows to satisfy the requirements to marry a particular woman. He got a waifu! Blue Doggo 95. CHULAINN overcame many difficulties and reached the Country of Shadows. He was well liked by the ruler of that country, the witch Skathach, and he trained under her and learned many sorceries and techniques, so he can use magic. He obtained the cursed lance Gaybolg, that later became the symbol of CHULAINN, and he left the Country of Shadows. So after he got what he came for and trained from, he just left, and he's like, wait, yeah, he was trying to marry someone. Was the woman like, you need like a super awesome lance, or you can't thrust me hard enough? You need a bigger penis, or this relationship will not work. Go get a big lance. And so that's why he had to get the Gaybolg to satisfy a woman? What a needy bitch. What? Oh, we got stats and stuff. We just got stats, Toms. I'm looking at stats. It's confusing. We have all these 9 pages of Lancer. Still nothing of Saber, though. Oh, God, it reset me to page 1. He obtained the cursed lance Gaybolg that later became the symbol of CHULAINN, and he left the Country of Shadows. In the legend, it is said that CHULAINN was brave, compassionate, and a likable young man. He was a nice chap. CHULAINN mercilessly killed he was a very likable young man. He mercilessly killed his enemies. No mercy at all, but he was a very likable young man. CHULAINN mercilessly killed his enemies in the battlefield, but he respected faith and was noble enough to never break a promise once made. He might kill you mercilessly and may make you suffer to death, and yeah, that sucks, but he won't break a promise. No broken promises. Morality really depends on the person, though. It depends on the D&D campaign, because I mean, what is lawful, really? What is good and evil, really? CHULAINN mercilessly killed, because mercilessly killing people, to me, that's kind of evil, but I mean, I guess. Everyone killed everyone, yeah, but he made a point to say that he did it mercilessly. Not mercifully, he did it mercilessly. I know people killed people, but you could at least be nice about it and kill them all quick and stuff. Anyways, Celtic warriors had the custom of making an oath called a gias. Gias! All according to Keikaiku. Celtic warriors, that I know. Celtic guardian! It's time to duel! Had the custom of making an oath called a gias. And those warriors who broke this gias were cursed. Don't break the Gios. Gosh, you don't want to be, you know, stuck with a crazy murderous waifu. What? CHULAINN, like his nickname, had a Gios that said he must never eat a dog. Never eat a dog? What kind of... Huh? Huh? The custom of making an oath. Why would you ever want to eat a dog? Your oath... Shouldn't it be never kill a dog? Because you killed a dog, so shouldn't your new code to never be a... You're like the dog man. You kill a dog and you're like, oops, and now I'm going to protect the dogs. Shouldn't your Gios be that you, like, protect the dogs now? Mercilessly does not mean sadistically. Well, no. Mercilessly... Yeah. Mercilessly killing his enemies means not showing mercy. Means... I don't know. I don't know. Freaking semantics. Words. Who knows how it was phrased in Japanese. This is just the English interpretation. Eat dogs. Hot dogs. That's it. Did they have hot dogs back then? Probably not. If they did, though, no eating hot dogs. Had a Gios that said he must never eat a hot dog. That I can relate to. I personally like hot dogs. That would be a very unfortunate oath to take. He faithfully tried not to break the promise, never eating any hot dogs. To be fair, though, back in the day, there was probably dogs weren't probably pets as often, and probably you just ate whatever you ate, and so meat was meat, and so dog meat was maybe just a thing people ate. These days, we don't really eat dog meat. It's just not a thing that happens. Maybe because we found out that dog meat tastes like shit. I'm not sure. I haven't looked it up. Or maybe it was just unethical because some dogs are kept as pets. It was looked as unethical to eat dogs even if they do taste good. I'm not sure. See, I'm so cultured. I'm so cultured in this American culture that I hear eating dogs and I'm like, unless you're talking about hot dogs, you cray. The Gios later became the cause of his death. Huh? He ate a dog to death? Or the dog ate him to death? Can't eat dog meat because he is your pet in Fallout. Rip Fallout man who couldn't eat his dog. During a battle with an opposing country, to protect his weaker country of Ulster, CHULAINN made several Giose accepting even his own ruin in exchange for forcing the opposing country to make Giose unfavorable to them. That sounds like some complicated political shit. Some of the famous Giose CHULAINN made were fighting just one warrior a day. Okay. Promised with his rival, Queen Maeve. His rival was a Grail? Wow, progressive. I mean, reverse progressive. And one win, one loss, promised with his old friend Fergus. Fergus! How could one eat man's best friend? I mean, after all, he wouldn't want to eat Fergus. What? So with his rival, he made fighting just one warrior a day, so they got to fight each other every day. Nice! One win, one loss with his old friend Fergus. This is fucking complicated. This is some old school crazy stuff. How much of this even matters? It's all just wacko lore. Some of it might matter. I should probably keep some of this in mind as we might be able to use this against him. Statistically, strategically, use his lore against him. I mean, that's the whole point of knowing his noble phantasm and stuff. CHULAINN's brilliant war record can be summarized into the battle against the neighboring country of Connacht. The war between the two started when Connacht, Queen Maeve, irrationally invaded to steal Ulster's golden bull, Dawn Krieg, just to beat her husband in a bull comparison contest. Huh? What? Gosh, is this real? I feel like I'm being punked. Yeah, frickin' Irish, am I right? Frickin' Irish! The war between the two started when Connacht's Queen Maeve irrationally invaded to steal Ulster's golden bull, Dawn, just to beat her husband in a bull comparison contest. I mean, slap my willies! Slap my willies! Eating the Irish! Was that Irish or Scottish? I don't know, I'm both, so I get them confused. CHULAINN supported the weaker Ulster army. CHULAINN supported the weaker Ulster army, the Conan force. Conan, let's just call it Conan. An allied army of 3 countries, for a length of 7 years, and finally succeeded in making them retreat, like little pussy dogs. At that time, CHULAINN captured the main culprit of the war, Maeve, but he released her, saying that she was hot. I mean, saying that he could not kill a woman, and a reconciliation was reached between Ulster and Kana. Are you weak to the waifus? Waifu weakness? Hold on, does that still hold true? He released her, saying he could not kill a woman, because that matters. That's a weakness. Maybe he's not willing to kill... No, he did say that, though. I think when he was fighting Saber, he said, normally I don't like fighting women. I think I remember that, but I'll make an exception because you're a servant. But that might mean he's not willing to fight women masters. That gives Rin and Ilya and other waifu masters an edge. Anyways, he released her, saying that he could not kill a woman, and a reconciliation was reached between Ulster and Connaught. But Queen Maeve perceived her release as the greatest insult and began a personal revenge against CHULAINN. Gosh dang, pride! Makes sense why Rin was able to somehow run away. With A, agility. Yeah, he doesn't like hurting women. That makes sense. Oh yeah, I didn't even... what was his agility again? Right. Strength B, endurance C, agility A. He is the fast man. Magical energy C. Luck E? What? Noble phantasm B. Luck E? So that's his short end of the stick? So, is it balanced? BC, BC, AE. Not really. See, Saber gets a combined stat total. Let's count B as 4 and C's as 3, right? That's 4, 7, 10 plus 4, 4, 3. That's 11. That's 21. Saber has a stat total of 21. Rin has good legs. Oh, yeah, that's right. I bet she does. Giggity. Can we get a better look at them? Sorry, what? Saber has a stat total of 21. Whereas Lancer has 4 plus 3 is 7, plus 5 is 12, plus 3 is 15, plus 1 is 16, plus 4 is 20. Lancer is 1 short, so Saber is slightly better than Lancer. Which makes sense. Usually when you're balanced, that means you have a better stat total than somebody who is good in one thing but bad in another. That's not too uncommon. You know, to keep RPGs balanced, to keep these games balanced, we need a balanced war. So at least from these stats, I think Lancers could do fine. But E-Luck, I mean, I don't know how that E-Luck is going to play into the future, but I would not be surprised if he died first based on E-Luck. 21 versus 20. Anyways, back to the details. Back to the freaking essay on Lancer. Jeez. We're on page what? Pride? We're on the Pride page. Pride lands. But Queen Maeve perceived her release as the greatest insult and began a personal revenge against CHULAINN. After numerous schemes, CHULAINN was forced to break his gyase. Oh, has it been gyase the whole time? Hold on. Where does it say he won't eat dogs? No, it does say Gios here. It does say Gios. It doesn't say Giose. It's Gios. So eventually, they changed from Gios to Giose. Anyways, after numerous schemes, CHULAINN was forced to break his Giose one by one, and as a result, lost all his powers, and was at last stabbed in the side with a lance. CHULAINN was killed by a lance? Oh, Giose seems to be plural. That's a fucking confusing plural. Irish, you're weird. I mean, I'm Irish. I can say that, right? Because I'm Irish, so I'm allowed to call it weird. Is that how that works? Alright. After numerous schemes, CHULAINN was forced to break his gills one by one, and lost all his powers. So he was sucky in life, but he was popular. He was a martyr, which is why he's so popular, I guess. Yeah, feckin' Irish. Was at last stabbed in the side with a lance. The proud... That's like hoist by his own petard. Hoist by his own Picard. What? The proud CHULAINN would not allow himself to die lying down, and tied himself up to a post. Is that like a sign of pride? On the verge of death, he saw an otter drinking the blood that had spilled into the river, and as he laughed at its greediness, he died standing. Wow. Just have a page about him fending off 3 nations. Well, I mean, you know, there's ups and there's downs. Saw an otter. That's nice, though. At least, you know, his death is meaningful. His death had meaning. An otter was drinking his blood. Spilled into the river. But okay. That does sound like terrible luck now that I think about it. So he fucking lets her go. He fucking lets the bitch go. And then she has revenge against him and he fucking goes down because he let her go. That's teaching him terrible lessons. Fuck you, Maeve. That's teaching him to be a jerk and kill people and not let them go. Fuck you. You fecker? You're such a fecker, Koo. I mean, you're a fecker, Maeve. Maeve is the fecker. Yep, he got effed by his own mercy. What a fecker. Anyways, he was being a nice person, and that's what... So, I guess never mind. I take it back. Him being merciless is probably a good thing, because the mercy is what killed him. That's fucking stupid. I feel bad for him. Oh, Lancer. Fuck Maeve. Maeve can go fuck herself. Anyways, in his greeting this, he died standing. Maeve is probably an actual well-known person from Irish lore, and people are probably very insulted by me saying that. Note, I am referring to the in-universe of fate, Maeve. If Maeve is a real person in real life, no offense, real life Maeve, you're cool. Just fuck the in-universe Maeve. Anyways, thrilling great man, CHULAINN had the protection of the goddess Morrigan, who governed death and destructions. But the story isn't that simple. At first, CHULAINN declined the goddess's protection. So insulted, Morrigan transformed into many animals and went after his life. Again going after him, even in death. No wonder his luck is E. Makes sense. Maeve is very fuckable. Is she hot? Is she hot? Can I add her to my list of waifus? Should I add her to my waifu tier list? Story isn't that simple. CHULAINN declined the goddess's protection. So insulted, Morrigan transformed into many animals and went after his life. But CHULAINN was able to repel off every attack and actually treated the wounded Morrigan. Once again, even in death, being very nice after he doesn't learn his lesson. Even after that exactly happened in his life, he still does it in death. Morrigan admired that nobility from the bottom of her heart and decided to support him without his knowledge. Oh, that's nice. So she was gonna fark him, and then he let her live despite the fact that he got farked in life, and then she actually rewarded him for it. So he's being rewarded now this time. He's been taught the good lesson. He's got good and positive reinforcement. That's good. It's good to have positive reinforcement. I think this whole Morgan thing happened before he died. I'm not so sure about that. Because it says right here, he died standing. A thrilling great man had the protection of the goddess Morrigan. You can't, I'm assuming the goddess Morrigan, that means that, he didn't meet her until he died, I'm assuming. Unless, I don't know, seems out of order. Morgan transformed into many animals and went after his life. Able to repel off every animal. He didn't eat any dogs, though. There were no dogs harmed in the making of these animals. So, as not to destroy CHULAINN's pride, she did not help him when he was in his greatest perils, but merely observed the way of a hero. Oh, I'll help him from the shadows, but I won't actually help him? No, but actually. Yes, but actually no. That's a meme. The Lancer Chronicles. Maybe I should call this episode the Choo-Choo Train. The Choo-Choo Lane. Okay, so, that's it. It's over. All of the stories are over. Ah! Skills. Koo is a cool dude. Battle continuation A. Helped him with his homework, but said you do it yourself when it came to exams. What a bitch, right? I mean, to be fair, that's your own goddamn fault for not doing it yourself when you had homework. Battle continuation A. Does not give up easily. He keeps having the Kibo. Hope. Kibo. It allows for battle even on the verge of death and allows the user to stay alive until they receive a clearly fatal blow. The user. Oh, so he's the user. I understand. So Lancer can't be killed by any old attack. He has to be killed by a final smash. Wait, I just realized I've been using final smashes to revert a noble phantasm. Then maybe that's true. Maybe you can only be killed by noble phantasms. I mean, that would be a clearly fatal blow, right? I would think so. Maybe chopping off your head might be a fatal blow, but I doubt, unless they were tied down and magicked, given some kind of depowering magic. I feel like this would protect them from that. Based on the wording of this, I'm assuming someone would need a noble phantasm, like their final smash, to, defeat the person. But maybe that's incorrect. Anyways, allows users to stay alive until they receive a clearly fatal blow. Restart C. Restart! The ability to escape battle. It can also return an unfavorable battle to the beginning. Turn 1? What is this? Freaking turn back the clock? Fire Emblem Fates? No, not Fates. It wasn't Fates that had that. It was Shadows of Valentia, the freaking time mechanic. Restore the conditions of techniques to their initial states. What? How do you know this? How does Shiro know this? The ability... Is this like... This is a him thing, though. This isn't a Lancer thing, right? The ability to escape battle. So he has really good retreat cost. He has retreat cost 0 for to use Pokemon terms. He has a free retreat cost. It can also return an unfavorable battle to the beginning. So, like, if he's losing a fight, the time will just warp and things will go back to the way they were at the start of the battle? Can he really do that? Will that really happen for really reals in battle? And if it can, it hasn't yet, in which case, how do we know this? How do we know we can do that? Is it because of our book? Does our book say all that stuff? That's a really helpful book, by the way, Ren. That's a really helpful book. And also, it should probably still help you, because I'm assuming they each have unique skills. It's not just their skills. You can also return to an unfair battle at the beginning, turn 1. Restore the conditions techniques. Like, freaking turning back the clock is so OP. In Fire Emblem, like, you get someone died, I'll just turn back the clock. It's okay. They have all these stat skills abilities that they can make a fully functioning RPG, but then it's just a visual novel. Yeah. That's okay. That means more reading and voice acting. Divinity B. Strength of one's godlike nature. There are some RPGs really that are just visual novels in disguise, though. Oh, we have some stats, and you'll like do some random damage, but it's mostly just a visual novel. Strength of one's godlike nature. The more godlike blood possessed, the higher this stat becomes. Hold on. Strength of one's godlike nature. The more godlike blood possessed, the higher this stat becomes? So he's got Divinity B right now, so it could go up to A? I'm so confused. Strength of one's... So he needs more blood. He needs to steal the blood of other servants then. Like, he needs to eat their blood, right? He's like a vampire. But it can't be human blood, because he needs godlike blood. So if he can drink some servant blood, I think he'll level up his divinity stat? I don't know what it does. It just says that it gets stronger by doing that. But it doesn't say what it does when he gets it to a higher stat. I get it. He's a demigod. I understand. He's got some divine going on. But, like, what does he do with the divinity once the stat goes up? I don't understand. It's a stat that exists just to increase and doesn't do anything. It's like cookie clicker. What? Noble Phantasm. Gaborg! Piercing Lance of Death Thorns. A cursed lance that will always pierce the opponent's heart once it's thrust. Yet Saber avoided that. Because she has good luck? A surely fatal strike from the cursed lance Gaborg. Its true name is the reversal of cause and effect, where the cause of the lance is thrust from the effect of the lance's piercing. Its true nature, it's a passive in Grand Order and increases your damage. Okay, but what does it do in this game? Don't answer that. Its true nature is the reversal of cause and effect, where the cause of the lance is thrust. The cause of the lance's thrust, okay, comes from the effect of the lance's piercing. I understand. Okay. That's kind of confusing, but I get it, I think. Rank B, type anti-personal noble phantasm, range 2 to 4. That's some good range, but they can't do it when you're right up close. So they got the archer curse, where as long as we're up close, they can't do anything. Minimum target 1 person. As the lance has pierced the heart even before it is thrust, it is impossible to dodge or block it once this result has been determined. To dodge Gaborg, one does not need high agility, but instead the ability to change the fate before Gaborg is executed. Luck is most important. In other words, Saber's got that high luck stat! It is the most efficient noble phantasm, as it requires little magical energy to activate, and each activation is a sure kill. So despite being most efficient, it's still got a rank of B. Seems like a shitty noble phantasm. I mean, it's not shitty, but it's not the bestie bestest. Gosh. Okay. So you need high luck. Okay, so Saber has luck. Right, right. So it was a double whammy. That's right, because she's got skills. She's got instinct, the ability to always feel the best course for oneself during combat, heightened sixth sense, so she can see the future a little bit. Reduces by half. Okay, so she sees the future a little bit, and she's got some good, like, she's really got that good luck stat. So that's why she was able to dodge it. So Shame Lancer didn't see that coming, and so he got dunked on. He got really dunked on. Yeah, so where does it say? So in skills, into one's wet. Right. That's just the wind attack. The wind scar! Okay. So is that everything? Why can Gay Polg be avoided by evasion stat? Well, see, Gay Bolg, it's like an auto-critical hit, right? Gay Bolg is like the assassinate feature, where it's super critical damage. It makes sense that in Fire Emblem, when you have a high critical, you need high luck stat to dodge the critical hit. Yeah, but it makes sense. It makes sense based on my Fire Emblem understanding. Anyways, Archer! What happened? Ryder, Archer. Wait, what? I'm sure it showed him for... Oh, right. We don't know the rest of the... Archer. Okay. Tosaka Rin. What? True name, we don't know. Sex, male. 187, who's taller? Oh, yeah, it makes sense. Actually, pretty close. Gay Bolg is a law, so luck goes against that. Right. Laws. Oh, lawful! So you gotta be chaotic to beat the lawful ability. Saber, you're cheating. How can you have so much luck despite being lawful? Okay, Archer. Who's fatter? Archer's fatter. No, it means he's more muscular. I get it. Because Lancer is more live. Neutral. True neutral? Oh, shit. We got a true neutral up in here. So he's not good. Saber, the person who is willing to kill Rin just because, you know, it's not breaking the rules of the game. She probably would have done it swiftly. She would have tried at least. Archer, though, is just neutral, so he's not necessarily good. He just wants to win. He wants that Grail. You know, Saber was good, at least in the timeline where we died horribly. She was good in that she didn't kill me. She could have and tried to steal my body. She said that she could do that, but she didn't. So that's nice on her. So that is a good thing. I don't doubt that she's good, but Archer can't really have a morality system. Okay, look, man, your memory does not define your morality. Who you are defines your morality, and your morality does not define you. So, like, I would argue that not having your memory tends to show your true morality the most. Unless your memory is that you're secretly an evil person, but you, like, only developed into an evil person after a long time and you're not naturally evil. One can make the argument nobody's naturally evil, but, like, there are those plot twists sometimes in fiction where it's like, oh, they're a good person, but then they get their memory back and they're a terrible person. But I feel like, in general, not having your memory shows the true colors of what you do at the core of your person. Then you could make the argument that being evil is never at the core of your person. You might be a bit sketchy, but you'll never be evil, and evil is something you'd evolve into over the time of a lot of sketchiness piling up. Which, you know, anyways, alignment, true neutral, okay, you can be naturally evil if it's a flaw in the brain. That's not really naturally evil then. That's a mental disorder. Excuse me, can I be excused because I can be excused for murder, right? Because I'm not naturally evil. A mental disorder did it. Anyways, strength D. Oh, he's weak as fuck, but he has a bunch of weapons. Endurance C, agility C, magical energy B. It's got good luck E. These are some shit stats. His noble phantasm has to be first class, right? Just being balanced, right? Because he's got 2 plus 3 is 5, plus 3 is 8, plus 4 is 12, plus 1 is 15. That's fucking 15? That's a low-ass number. Even if his noble phantasm is A, that's a stat total of 20, which is 1 below Saber, and equivalent to Lancer. Considering he has no other A's and he's got a luck of E, that makes me believe that his noble phantasm is dope as shit. Like, once he gets his memory back, he's gonna be ballin'. He's gonna be, like, the bestest guy. He's got, like, the bestest noble phantasm. It's the only way to make him balanced, because he's got shitty strength, And he's also got shitty luck. Like, that's so unfair. But also, really? He's got shitty luck? Really? Oh, because he got summoned by an accidental master? That's why he's got shitty luck? Okay, that checks out. That makes sense. Class abilities. Magical resistance D. Nullifies single action magic. Magic resistance equivalent to a warding amulet. Hold on. So Lancer's got better magic. So Archer's magic resistance isn't even that great. Like, Saber has an A and a B ability. Lancer's got a C ability. So that's just... Saber's just better in that regard. But it's true that Saber's Noble Phantasm is only a shitty C. Whereas Lancer has a B. So that's more fair. Archer, we have no idea. Okay, so... Independent Action B. Ability that allows independent movement even after the master's magical energy supply is cut off. With rank B, it is possible for a servant to stay in this world for 2 days after losing a master. Why would you point that out, game? Why would you point that out? Why would you point that out that he can survive for 2 days after Rin dies? After Rin suffers a horrible, terrible death. Hashtag, I get Archer at some point in some timeline, maybe? I was hoping more for the Sysmans. Sysmans? More for the Rin Saber team up than the Shiro Archer team up. But sure, after all, Archer is me from the future or whatever, right? No, it's Shiro and Shinji combined. They did the fusion dance. Anyways, it's Shinro. Shiji. Shiji Shinro. Shinro Shiji. That's your true name. Your true name is Shinro, Archer. Your name is Shinro for now. Anyways, details. Nothing, but we got a nice portrait. Skills. Freaking Rin, when are you going to tell us the Archer skills? Like, we freaking know all this Lancer shit just because we know his true name, I guess. We don't get to say a goddamn thing about Archer? What the fuck, Rin? Tell us some stuff. It's for when Rin inevitably betrays Archer to take Saber. It gives Archer 2 days to find another master. That I can see happening, yeah. Archer would be like, what the fuck? And that would be after Shiro, I guess, dies or backs out of the Grail War. See, that's what probably would have happened in that timeline, is that when Shiro backed out in the timeline where Ilya brutally murdered us, Shiro probably backed out. And then Saber's like, hey, Rin, I know you want me. And then Rin's like, I mean, yeah. And then Rin would totally abandon Archer, and Archer would be like, what the fuck? And then he'd be like, you know, have to look for another master. And he'd be super petty. Yeah, Rin is a very lusty goal. Very, very lusty. Anyways, Noble Phantasm, nothing. Skills, details, abilities. Okay, so we don't have anything on Rider, Caster, or Assassin. Berserker! We got A+! A+! Class Berserker. Master, Elias Viel von Einsborn. True name, Heracles. Sex, male. Height, weight, 253 centimeters. He's tall. 311 kilograms. He's fucking fat. Alignment, chaotic insane. These are some overpowered stats. Where's the balance? Madness B. All parameters are increased, but sanity is lost. Strength, A+. Okay, so he's got 6 levels in strength. Endurance, A. Agility, A. Endurance, A. So he's strong offense, strong defense, very fast. Magical energy, A. He's also extremely magical. Luck, B. And Noble Phantasm, A. So that's a stat lineup of 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He's got 30 point total. 30 point total. That's fucking bullshit. What a cheater. Where's his weak stat? No, he's only got 30. He's only got 30 because, yeah, he's got 6 strength, but he only has 4 luck. You noticing his gimped luck stat? That's his weakness. His terrible weakness, his horrible underperforming weakness is his luck. Only a B. Only a smelly B. Berserker, you were supposed to get an A in everything. How dare you only get a B? Gosh. Anyways. But anyways. So, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm reading. So much stats. Too many stats. His weakness is having Saber level luck, which is enough to dodge Gay Bulk. Yep. Saber. At least he can't see the future like Saber, or can he? Saber is definitely the strongest servant. Definitely, totally. There's definitely no servant as strong as Saber. Oh, but Berserker is cheating because he's insane, right? Sure. What a good excuse. His stats were probably 20 even before he went insane. Anyways, so... yeah, so he's got Madness B. Only Madness B, though. Not an A-level stat. Not an A-level ability. I love pointless stats like this, like Madness B. Why B? What other character is going to have a Madness? Why even say B? Why not A or C or just Madness? I love it. I love pointless stats. Anyways, details. Heracles. Oh, no! Another 6 pages. Nope. Pass. Later. Skills. Battle continuation A. The ability to stay alive. It allows for battle even on the verge of death, and allows the user to stay alive until they receive a clearly fatal blow. Oh shit, Lancer has this too. But he's got battle continuation A. Lancer also has A. Okay, so they're both feisty. They're both feisty people that can only be killed by a final smash, it seems. Q has that skill. Yep. It's a skill. Yeah, you see, Q has 3 skills. Berserker has 4. So he can only stay alive if he receives a clearly fatal blow. So he's got endurance out the wazoo, and he's super strong in general. But, like, when you kill him and get him to the point of death, you gotta super kill him. You can't, like, do a cheap shot kill. It's gotta be a fatal kill. What bullshit! Mind's Eye Fake B. Avoidance of danger by Sixth Sense Instinct. Okay, so that's Mind's Eye Fake. Hold on, what is so she has Instinct, and he has Mind's Eye Fake. That's kind of similar. Avoidance of damage. So he's got a Spider Sense. I think this is a bit different. She has Instinct A, like she can feel the best course of action and knows what's coming, so she can see the future a little bit. Slight precognition. And it reduces vision and hearing impairments. But Berserker, I think, just has a Spidey sense. So it's not as powerful. He just has a Spidey sense. Bravery A+. A+. Ability to ignore any mental... wait. Ability to ignore any mental interference such as coercion, confusion, or illusions. But I mean, he's already insane, so what does that matter? He would already ignore all that bullshit. He wouldn't be coerced, he's insane. He wouldn't be confused, he's insane. You can't confuse a confused person. It also has the effect of increasing damage when fighting unarmed. It's like he's so strong that he has some, like, pointless abilities that are there just to show how strong he is. Like, oh, I already am super powerful, but I have this ability that makes me even more powerful. It's redundant, because I already have that ability with another ability, but it just adds one little extra bit. He's kind of crazy, so he might not listen to his master. I mean, you'd think, but seems like Ilya has that shit on lock. There's got to be some weakness in that, doesn't there? I don't know. There has to be a weakness somewhere. The more powerful the Berserker, the harder it should be for the Ilya to control him. He's just so fucking strong. Ilya's OP. Like, let's not talk about Berserker. Ilya's OP. It also has the effect of increasing damage when fighting unarmed. Oh, so even though he's got a super strong sword, he's also good at fisticuffs. OP. So getting rid of his weapon won't even do much. Since he has gone mad through his class ability, he cannot use this skill. Oh! Hold on, I had to read that last part. He can't use this skill because he's already gone mad through his class ability. So he's got an A+ skill. That's kind of unfortunate. His best skill he can't use because he's in the Berserker class. That's unfortunate. I guess he had this skill when he was a ghost, but he got put in the Berserker class, so he lost his best skill. But maybe if we can ever somehow temporarily remove his insanity, if that's possible, he'll get the good skill back? Maybe. Divinity A. Lancer! So he shares a skill with Lancer, but then he shares 2 skills. So first of all, he has 2 more skills than Lancer, and one of the skills is just better than Lancer's. Oh. I assume that this is just Herc's natural skill, so if he's summoned into another class, he'll have this skill be actually useful. So, okay, it's true. He can't really use Bravery A+, so he only really has 3 skills. But still, the Divinity is just better than Lancer's Divinity. There's a decent amount of overlap between these two. It's interesting. Yeah, so... Strength of one's godlike nature. The more godlike blood possessed, Yeah, Herc is looking like the final boss, but we've barely just met him. I doubt he's the final boss. I still have this theory that Kirei might be the final boss. I don't know. Like, it seems like Berserker will be a big hill to overcome, but I think he's more of a Disc 1 final boss. My guess is he might get taken out midway in. I don't think he's going to make it to, like, the final few. Okay, if this was an anime where there's only one pathway, I'd say something like that. But, like, Irish Herc, how is that possible? It's Lancer that's Irish. Unless Berserker's Irish, too? No, Berserker's Greek. So what do you mean Irish? Don't be screwing with me. What was I saying? All right, so if there's only one pathway, I would guess that this would be like a Disc 1 final boss who'd be taken out in the midpoint, and then everybody else would relax when it's just left to them. But then there'd secretly be an evil person who is hiding in the shadows, not revealing their identity, and they're the real final boss. It'd be something like that. Oh, you said Q's nickname. I understand. Wait, Q's nickname? Okay, so I don't know names. We're just talking about Berserker right now, so I thought you were talking about Berserker. Q's nickname in the fandom is Irish Herc. I understand because their abilities are overlapping. I see. JRPG terms, Disc 1. Okay, so, yeah, this whole we're almost done, by the way. Today's stream is almost over. It's just a bunch of fucking stats. Alright, Son of Zeus. He's the fucking Son of Zeus? What? Okay, the strength of one's god. No wonder he's got Divinity A. I haven't read his blurb yet. The more godlike possessed, the higher this stat becomes. As the son of Zeus, the leader of the gods, and having been accepted as one of the gods after his death. The divinity of oh, right, he's Heracles. Of course, he's Hercules. I forgot. Of course he's Heracles. I know what that is. I brain derped. I forgot that he was Heracles. I know Herc's lore. You see, I think of Heracles, and the first thing that comes to my head is a One Piece character, not Hercules. I know. Don't judge me. Heraclesm! Anyways, strength of one's god. I do know the Heracles lore. I brain derped and forgot that Berserker was Heracles. As the son of Zeus, the leader of the gods, and having been accepted as one of the gods after his death, he does not look like Hercules. This is a weird alternate reality Hercules in his Berserk form. Interesting. So this is what Hercules would look like if he went insane. This is the dark side of Hercules. Lore and stats with Renegade San. Okay. Strength of one's godlike nature. The more godlike blood, as the son of Zeus, the leader of the gods, and having been accepted as one of the gods, the divinity of Hercules can be said to be of the highest class. In other words, he's fucking OP as shit. Herc went sane a few times in his myth. I mean, it makes sense. Hercules is, like, super powerful in mythology. To keep an interesting narrative, he has to go insane a couple times. He's got to go evil. Like, otherwise, it's just not fair, because the bad guys are just trying to beat Herc, who's already super strong. They can never keep up to Herc. He doesn't like a big, strong man with anger issues. Anyways, right, yeah, because he was overconfident. Right, that started his trial. I've never seen Hercules. A form of admission, I've not seen most of the Disney movies. Most of my exposure to Disney is through Kingdom Hearts. But I will believe it. I know the rough strokes of the lore, but I don't know many. I never watched the Hercules movie. But yeah, I know that he was cocky, right? And that led to the trial in the movie. Right. And I know the movie is based on lore, and it's not just the movie, but, you know, the movie is what's popular. Anyways, Noble Phantasm. Oh, we don't know. Disney Herc is basically Achilles with some Herc backstory. Oh, so Disney Herc isn't real Herc. He's fake Herc. He's Achilles? Interesting. Okay, I've heard of Achilles, because Achilles' heel. That's a trope name, so I'm aware of Achilles, because Achilles has a heel, and it's got a trope named after it. Well, you know what? Then blame Disney for giving me inaccurate knowledge of Hercules. Simple and clean's the making me feel tonight. It's hard to let go. Wow, hold me. Blah, 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 hold. I don't know the lyrics anymore. That's some nice water. Immortality gained from the blessing curse of the gods. Oh, he's immortal, so we can't even kill him. I mean, that explains his skill, battle continuation. But then, like, how do we beat him? Do we have to, like, use a seal? Do we have to seal him? Do we have to use some, like, pikes and put them in and seal them inside some underground prison? The body becomes strong armor. Nullifies any attack rank B or below. How do we get rank A attacks? Saber is, like, the bestest servant. How does she do rank A attacks? The most OP. How do we do rank A attacks, mommy? Let's see. Anyways, yeah, the body becomes strong armor. So we don't know the name of it, but we get the gist of it? How do we get the gist of it? Whatever. The body becomes strong armor, nullifies any attack rank B or below. Rank B. Type, anti-personal noble phantasm. Range, maximum target, 1 person. It's only rank B. Oh, I'm immortal, but it's only rank B. Don't worry about it. Sounds like bullshit. Strong armor. Nullifies any attack. So we just need some rank A attacks. Oh shit, Saber's noble phantasm is rank B, that's right. Lancer. Lancer's gotta be the one to beat Berserker. Maybe can we get a temporary alliance with Lancer? He's not a bad guy, right? He's just, I mean, technically Berserker's not bad either. He's insane. So, I could read this fucking lore spiel, or I could hold this off. This will probably what I do at the start of my next Fate stream, because we're almost done for the day, and I don't want to end on a boring monologue that I probably won't even finish in time. So I think that's everybody, because we don't have the rest yet. So, it's everybody. Oh, fuck, there's another category. Let's check it. Okay. Berserker. Unidentified axe sword. Weapon menu. A sword of rock that Berserker uses. It is part of the foundation of a temple Einsberg prepared, and this itself was the catalyst used to summon Berserker. Spoilers? How am I supposed to know that? Do we know that? Does Rin know that? How would I know that? Anyways, it is part of the foundation of Temple Einsberg. Heracles. Heracles was skilled in archery, so he's an archer too. He could be an archer, so he could have been in the archer class, and then he would have gotten to keep his skill. Heracles was skilled in archery, but since he has gone berserk, he has lost his former weapon and skills. Skilled in archery, but since he has gone berserk, he has lost. Oh, so he can't do archery anymore. Now he just knows how to use the sword. So why isn't he a saber? Gosh, feels so, like, BS. Like, he has swords and archers, but he goes into the archery class, he could use his archery. But because he went to Berserker, he can't use his archery, but he can still use his swords. So, like, Saber, I feel like Saber should feel smited. Glad you went through these menus. It's a lot of fucking menus. It's too many fucking menus. Is that it? Is that the only sword we have? It's unidentified axe sword, and yet it's still in the menu, and we don't get Saber's invisible wind sword, and yet Saber's invisible wind sword is in the status. It's in the noble phantasm, invisible air. And yet, oh, because it's invisible, or we don't actually know what sword it is. I understand. That's why it's not in weapons. So if we have a weapon menu, can we equip this? Saber, this is a sword, right? You should use the rock sword. Oh, fuck. So many menus. Ah! So, back to the rest of the Fate. It's all Shiro's knowledge. That's fucking bullshit. How the fuck is this Shiro's knowledge? What's he hiding from us? Fucking, so first of all, like, how does he know all this in depth? He must have learned this from Saber, because this is too in depth. How would he know the skills? This has to be imparted into his mind, because there's no way he would know some of this stuff. It has to be based on what he knows. The book imparts some stuff. Because this is too noodly. He doesn't know this stuff. Or at least he doesn't know it yet. Maybe later he'll know this stuff, but he doesn't know some of this stuff yet. Like, I have not heard anything saying that he knows the name Choo-Choo Train. I'm joking, it's the book. Oh, it is the book. You see? Okay. So the book tells that it was summoned with the catalyst of the weapon of the fucking weapon of the unidentified axe sword. Holy gosh, that's so much stuff. There's so much stuff. The book is too much. It's too much for me. I'm making a pledge. It's enough reading for me for a year. No more reading books. Only visual novels for the rest of the year. I don't read books. This is why I don't read books. Too much. Ah. Okay, they'd undoubtedly be a rank A servant. Wait, it doesn't say their rank, though. What's their rank? It just says, their stats, but it doesn't say their rank. Okay, they'd undoubtedly be a rank A servant. Berserker might be the strongest in that regard, too. He's probably, like, rank A+. After all, he's the most famous hero in Greek mythology. Yeah, Heracleson! See, I know of Heracleson. I don't know of Choo-Choo Train. I just know of Gabe Olg from Fire Emblem. Oh yeah, Rin, that's right. You were standing there. Sorry, I was reading this book for a while. Back to the conversation. The heroes from the ages of gods have special noble phantasms just because of that. And if the hero itself is strong to add to that, there's nothing much we can do. It's just overpowered as shit. Tosaka, what's this noble phantasm? It's the symbol that the servant used in their life. Heroes and their holy swords, or demonic swords, comes a set, right? So in other words, they're weapons. Being Irish and not knowing Coup is like being American and not knowing about Washington. See, I am Canadian, but I know about Washington. You mean George Washington? I know about George Washington because I'm Canadian. I'm not, you see, here's the thing. I'm part Irish, but that doesn't mean, like, I believe it was my great-grandparents that came from Ireland. I think my great-grandparents lived in Ireland. I think I'm 4th generation, if I understand right. I myself have never been to Ireland or Scotland. I'm a Canadian, gosh dang it. I don't know any fucking Irish. I know Canadian mythology. I don't know Canadian mythology. What the fuck is Canadian mythology? Anyways, so in other words, they're weapons. Weapons? You mean like Saber's invisible sword? Yeah, I don't know what history it has, but it certainly is her noble phantasm. I don't think I ever even need to say, but heroes cannot stay in a legend with just their names. They each have a weapon that becomes their trademark. TM, no stealing my name. I have Windsword, Windscar, no stealing Windscar. That's the most powerful weapon called a noble phantasm, the crystallization of people's desire for a miracle. Fancy terms. So in short, it's powerful magic. OP magic is OP. Right, to be blunt, heroes themselves cannot match powerful spells or divine mysteries. But the Grail is like, you are strong. You get a noble phantasm. You get a car. You get a phantasm. It's a different story when the noble phantasms come in. Heroes wielding noble phantasms can even defeat spirits of several ranks higher. So that's how we're gonna beat Berserker right in his butt. Berserky butt. He won't know what hit him. Probably he won't, because he's kind of insane. He probably doesn't even know when things hit him. It's because most holy and demonic swords appearing in legend are close to the level of sorcery. Close? You're really talking up this sorcery thing. Swords that kill dragons, which are the most powerful Fantasia race, shoes that run far and wide, even god-killing demonic swords. Dragon-killing, god-killing, Fire Emblems got you covered. Shoes that run far and wide. That D&D, you freaking get some boots of haste. That was I don't think that's a normal critical role. I don't think that's a normal D&D thing. I think that's a critical role homebrew from Campaign 1, if I understand right. But, anyways, the weapons heroes have are so extraordinary, it makes you wonder how they cannot be almighty. They're not almighty. Their swords are just dope as shit. I'm not overstating saying that the battle between servants is concentrated in the battle between the noble phantasms. Final Smash the game! Smash Bros, but it's just the final smashes. So, servants that are heroic spirits have at least one noble phantasm? I'm pretty sure they're supposed to only have one. Yes, as a general rule, one hero can only hold one noble phantasm. So not at least, at most. But also at least. So just one. Usually something like a sword or a spear. There's this weapon called the mountain-destroying sword in China, right? Oh, of course, I know all about that. You can only swing at once, but it's a magical sword, so one swing will even destroy a mountain and such. I think it's kind of like that. Oh, I think I understand. However, noble phantasms are miracles that need to be activated by stating their true name. So it's not something they can use easily. So if you don't state their true name, it's still their noble phantasm, but it's like a nerf noble phantasm. But you gotta be like, Bankai, I activate you, roar Zabimaru, and then you'll get their super true name. And so, because that's confusing, I like to just say their noble phantasm is their normal weapon, and their final smash is their activated weapon. Technically, it's the same thing, but it's confusing. So, It's activated just by saying their weapon's name, right? Why would that mean it can't be used easily? Because if you say its true name, you reveal your lore, because its true name is probably popular. Heck, I know Gay Bold better than I know CHULAINN, Choo-Choo Train. Hey now, if you know the name of the weapon, you can also tell which hero the servant is. That's interesting. This book is really fucking OP, by the way. So because we know, because Lancer said his name, we now know his name. Because Lancer said the name of his weapon, I know all of the things about him. I know his backstory. I know his true name. All of that shit. Same thing for Berserker. Because Elia said all that stuff, I know all this stuff. It still hides the Master's identity, but we still know, like, all of the Lancer things. At least Berserker's is going to be shorter than Lancer's. Lancer has fucking 9 pages. Berserker only has 6. But, oi. If you know the name of the weapon, you can also tell which hero the servant is. A hero and his weapon comes a set, so once you know the name of the weapon, you naturally know the name of the owner. Especially if you have one of these OP fucking books. If that happens, you know every strength and weakness of that servant. According to Berserker's thing, he's got no fucking weaknesses, it's bullshit! His only weakness, supposedly, is that he's Berserker class, so he should be hard to control, but Ilya's controlling her no fucking problem. She's OP! OP combo. I see, certainly that's true. Saber did work out Lancer's identity after he used his noble phantasm. Uh-huh. Something like being Ireland's child of light. Uh-huh. More like Ireland's doggo boy. So if I summarize this, servants are separated into classes, each of them a heroic spirit suited to their class. These heroic spirits hide their identity, and their weapons are their greatest trump card. Trump triggered. But they cannot readily use them since they reveal their identity. That concludes the lecture on servants. Oh, is the boring lecture over? Thank you. Gosh, Mommy, can we... And now it's time for the test. No! You should learn the details if you read that book. Oh, I did. Take a look at it when you have the time. If you get used to it, you should be able to identify the servant from intuition without the book. Oh, sure. You mean if I actually do real research and not just book research. Saying that, Tosaka stands up. Well, then, I'm heading home. Huh? Yeah, thanks. So, interesting. So, when Ilya summoned Berserker, just coming back to this, she had the sword. She had the rock sword. So, I guess she must have requested that, like, pulled in some favors, because she's, like, in a rich mansion with a bunch of servants, I suppose. So, she was able to get her hands on it. The same way Kiritsugu was able to get her hands on his hands on Saber's thing, right? Because this, I mean, I think this Saber is, like, dope, right? Our Saber is dope as shit. I don't think, I'm not sure how true it is that all sabers are dope, but this saber is pretty dope. And Kiritsugu was able to get the sheath of the sword that he used to summon, and I think he got that with the help of the Ilias-Veals, because they're like a big deal. So the Ilias-Veals probably got, not the Ilias-Veals, sorry, that's the first name. The Einsburns probably got the rock sword on Ilya's request. So, foundation of the, no, shut up. I read, a sword, it is part of the foundation of a temple, Einsburn, prepared in itself. So it's not actually, it's not Heracles' sword. It's just the sword Berserker happens to use because he fights and stuff. So it's not actually anything to do. But it was the catalyst to summon, which makes Ilya even stronger that she was able to summon a good servant without a proper catalyst. Ah! He doesn't have those since he's an insane. Right, he doesn't have... So all of his normal weapons are gone. I understand. Because he's insane, he loses all of his good shit. And so he just gets... He was forced to use a rock sword. So his sword should be weak, in theory. It should be a weak sword, probably refined with magic. That's probably the weak spot. I understand. I'm learning. I still gotta do my fate homework. Anyways. Yeah, thanks. I look up at Tosaka, who's about to leave. Don't take this the wrong way, even though we're cooperating right now. In our position, we'll eventually have to fight. Yeah, when it's the final two, please. Final two, please, 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 please. Once all the masters are dead, or even if they are alive, this fact will not change. Sure, just can we agree to have a ethical fight where nobody dies, please, 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 please? So it'll be easier if you don't think of me as human, Emiya-kun. No, you're a human. I can't just stop thinking of you as human. You're a Ningen. What do you want me to think of you as? Just a master? You are not human, you are master? Clearly stating our position, Tosaka goes home. I think that is a good beat. Status and weapon screen updated? What? It changed already? Is because Tosaka went home, my tension disappeared? I don't know. But that seems like a good beat to end this on. Stats! My head! It is hurting! Too much research! Words! Okay, hold on. My head, it is... Oh, no. It is her... I gotta fix this. Two. And then space here, and then space here, and then space here, and then space here. Space. Wait, wait, I spelled this wrong. Research words. Right, okay. Did I make all the spaces? Nope. My head. Okay, I think I'm done. Stats. My head, it is hurting too much words. Oh, I got a space here. All right, save. So, I think I will end this stream here. Okay, well, first of all, see you guys next time. Still don't have an outro phrase. This video's over. Bye, guys. Stats. Too many stats. See you guys in the next YouTube video. Drop frames 218. Unacceptable. It needs to end in 69 or I will not accept it as the drop frame count. Stop recording.